Hello my friends, this is just going to be the unboxing video, which officially isn't an unboxing video because I've unboxed it, so how can you unbox something that's already unboxed? Don't know. In case any of you are wondering, it's hot as a biatch here, but it's nice. It's better than that crappy storm we had the other day. Enough about me being red-faced and bald and stuff. Basically what I'm going to do is just go through the bits that come with the Switch, the extra bits that I bought for it to make it a bit more enjoyable for me, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. Hopefully you get to see if there's anything you didn't know about the Switch. Yeah, so luckily the unboxing's not going to happen. That made the video so uninteresting the other day, and I know this is already, but it was way worse the other day because of how much time I was spending cutting it, and as you guys know, I'm a bit dim, so it was a bit more difficult than it should have been. Anyway, right, I'm going to start with the stuff that I've personally bought extra. So these aren't things you'll get with the console when you buy it. Okay, so first things, this bad boy. This is the Pro controller. Basically, it's like the Xbox version of the controller, which just means they're playing Zelda, playing Mario, any of the bigger games that are going to come out. Just makes it a bit more comfortable, as you'll see the other controller when I show them. This just makes long gaming times a bit more comfortable, so it's pretty cool. It's a nice controller, feels nice weight, and yeah, it feels as comfortable as the Xbox controller. Next thing, this thing, Nintendo Switch carry case. You can see, not much to it, but if you're traveling anywhere, it's really good. Got space for 5 game cartridges there. Also for your SD cards, which I have one that's currently in the console. So yeah, so pretty handy little thing for if you're going away anywhere. So I'll move those bad boys out the way. Okay, so the dock. This is the dock for the console. Basically, this is what you use to connect the Switch to your TV. It's got a quite snazzy little thing for your cables. Let's see. Oh yeah, loads of focus. AC adapter, USB, HDMI out. Wow, that thing is real good, huh? As you can see down there, that is where the console actually slides onto to be docked. Yeah, that's about as interesting as that gets. But I think they are releasing some of these for you to be able to have a couple around the home, or in my instance, I might buy one to go to my mum's, just in case I go there and I'm there for longer than I thought. I can just plug the Switch in anywhere I go then and have it connected to the TV straight away. So, wow, a whole minute about a dock. Super interesting. Sure to get lots of views. Okay, so this bad boy is the console itself. As you can see, you can see the bubbles there on my screen protector. I am ace at putting screen protectors on, as you can see. So the bottom, that is for the power cable to go into, and also to slot onto the dock, as I showed you earlier. More interesting. Power button, volume up and down. We've got a nice little fan, so the console won't get hot even when playing Zelda for a long time while you're out on the road. Headphone jack, and this is where the game cartridges go. I'll actually take the game cartridge out because you won't believe how small this thing is. This is like tiny. So here's the controller, which is similar size to the Xbox. That's how small it is. Like, it is super duper small. So we'll put that back in the console. Apparently the console wants to turn on as well. So there you go, I'll show you anyway. Yeah, okay. Apparently I shouldn't have done that. As you can see, that is the home screen. Looking good. Nintendo Zelda Breath of the Wild. Awesome. Turn that off. So yeah, that is the actual console itself. What I'm just going to show you is the control options that you actually get. Oh, one other thing actually. This thing here, this is the kickstand for you to be able to play it. Like on the train, or if you're going away anywhere, you just put the stand out. And obviously my couch isn't very isn't the most stable place for it to go, but that's basically where it goes. And this here is where the micro SD card goes. The disappointing thing, one of the disappointing things, the only disappointing thing I think so far, is that the console only comes with 32 gig of memory, and 7 of that's used up on the game. It's on the software itself. So if you're planning on buying digital games or planning on having a lot of games, you may need to buy an SD card. You go up to 2 terabytes, which is pretty useful. I got a 128 gig, and you know it's gonna do me for a long time, I reckon. Okay, so the two control options. So I haven't plugged both sides in, but basically this is the controller dock that you get within the in the box itself. Unfortunately, this doesn't charge the Joy-Cons, which are these things here. That's the right Joy-Con, left Joy-Con. It doesn't charge these things. The only way they charge, unless you buy a separate controller that looks like this but has a charge and has a battery charger, is to attach it to the side of the console, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and yeah, leave it plugged in. So it's a bit crap, but they do, I think they have about 20 hours worth of charging them. So as you can see, that'll tell you which player you're actually plugged into at the time. And this is the right Joy-Con. I'm just showing you with this on because this is a mini controller, and this just lets you use shoulder buttons. It gives you a bit of it makes it a little bit more comfortable, because as you can see with this console, with this controller, the buttons are there, but they're not the most comfortable things in the world. So all that does is just give you another little bit of an extension. So, and Simon, just for you, I made sure to wear these bad boys again, as you. So yeah, so just have a quick look. Basically, the left controller, control stick, face buttons. This is that's used in games for basically as like a select button. And this, if you've got any of those, this is to be able to capture photos, probably be used to capture videos later on, but at the moment that functionality isn't there. So yeah, so basically this is one of the straps. It works both sides, so you don't have to worry about which one it is, and you get two of these in the box. So this is what, exactly like I said, this is the right one. The home button on this, as well as taking you to the home screen, is also an Amiibo reader. I haven't got an Amiibo, won't buy any, but they basically give you little functionality in games. This is an IR meter, so basically this can basically see what shapes your hand's making for various games. It can tell when you're speaking, it can tell all sorts. It's apparently really, really useful, but I probably won't be using it anytime soon. I'm just going to try and get this bad boy off. There's a picture of my bin. It's black. Thanks. I had it was a pain the other day getting this thing off my controller, but yes, I'm a ninja. So there you go. So one control option. Basically, they're two controllers, and the way these work, in the best, like if you want to play it and take it with you portably, listen to this click. This is a good click. See? So that's basically how the controller will look when you're playing it portably, when you're taking it round with you. And as I said before, if you want to actually charge the console, all you need to do is take it, slot it in, and that is how the console looks in the dock. Awesome. Okay, well that's about as much as I can tell you without being super bored, and I've already gone way over my expected time. But that is the Switch. If any of you guys need to know any more or want to know any more, just let me know. Goodbye, my friends.